I want to touch on something real important here, on the importance of having a bug out bag, like these guys right here. Some people call them bug out bags, some call them survival backpacks, whatever it is, man. But it behooves us all to have backpacks like this guy right here. This is my personal one. And other small ones filled with first aid kit, um, water filtration, medication, first aid in case of a disaster, of a natural disaster, of civil breakdown. And like I said, it behooves us all to have something like this. If you can have one for each member in your family, even better. It doesn't take much. You can buy all your survival needs. You can buy them at the dollar store, at Walmart. Sometimes you can pick stuff up at the Goodwill. Like this bag right here, I picked that one up at the Goodwill. I think it was like $2 or something like that. This one right here, which happens to be one of my favorite bags. I haven't filled it up yet, but I'm gonna fill it up now. Is an Oakley, and that was it's a tactical bag that's primarily used by law enforcement. But this is my personal one right here. This is the one that's filled up with all kinds of stuff. You can see right here I have a wind up radio that's also solar. You can charge it with solar. I'll get into the details of this one. You know, I'll open up and show you what I use. You can use whatever you want to. You can fill it up with whatever things you're gonna need out there. But the point is to have a backup bag, a bug out bag that you can just grab in case of an emergency and go. Now, excuse me, all this stuff doesn't have anything to do with paranoia or anything like that. I'm from the Northeast. I got caught in 3 major storms within 2 years, and every single time we lost power. I think it was for over a week. The first time, which was Hurricane Sandy, I believe we were without power for about a week and a half, and it started getting serious when I went down to the my local store, which was Krauser's, which is the equivalent of a Wawa's down here, and I saw some people fighting over a gallon of milk. That's when I said to myself, I said, this is getting real. This is how, and this is only a weekend. So imagine if society breaks down for over a month. So again, it's imperative that we prepare for stuff like that. Have bags like this filled up with necessities, with the things you feel you're gonna need every day, like flashlights, first aid, water filtration, and other things you think you might need out in the field. I have backup batteries right here. You can see this in my other video. I built this power bank right here. See that there, and it's got the USB ports. It's got the charge port in the front that charges via solar panel. And then another little trick you can do is if you have one of these booster packs that you use for your car, that'll serve really well for a backup power source, because most of the units they have nowadays, they come with a USB port. You can use that to charge your cell phone or whatever else you may need, a Bluetooth speaker like this one I have here. Having music is a good morale booster. You want to hear some tunes when you're out there, whatever. Again, I'm not trying to sound paranoid or anything like that, but stuff happens. History does have a tendency to repeat itself. Who knows, man? Maybe we are on the brink of civil unrest, civil breakdown. All you see on the news is rumors of war and threats about war and stuff like that. So you never know what's gonna happen from one day to the next. So it's good to be prepared. If society breaks down, the majority of people are not gonna know what to do. And once they run out of supplies, once the supermarkets are cleared out, the pharmacies are cleared out, they're gonna start breaking into everyone's house. Neighbor's gonna turn against neighbor. The same people you sat outside with and chatted with and shared a joke with are gonna be the same ones who are gonna break into your house. They won't mean to do so. They won't mean it, but it's just gonna be their will to survive. They're gonna want to survive, and it doesn't matter where they get their stuff from. So, like I said, it's imperative that we prepare for stuff like that. If you have ammunition, you have firearms, stock up on ammunition because it's getting scarce. it's getting harder and harder to get ammunition nowadays. So what I'm gonna do is also this right here. You want to get some lighting right there. You can get this 4-pack right here. You can get it at Walmart. I think it's like $9 or something like that. And you can turn the switch on right here. And you can turn on the light right there. It changes colors. It goes to green, blue, and red. If you're out camping with your girl, you want to set the mood, make a romantic night, you know, you can do that. Just because you're out in the woods doesn't mean you can't get romantic with your girl, right? Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna pause the vid now, and I'm gonna get this stuff off the table, and I'm gonna show you what I have inside here. All right, and these two guys right here are my get home bags. We call them get home bags. These are small little bags, little sling packs. This one you wrap around your throw it around your shoulder. This one you strap up to your buckle, and this has enough supplies in here for like, I don't know, maybe 24 hours, 48 hours, just to get you home. That's why they call them get home bags. Small little bags. You put them together and you throw them in the back seat of your car, or you keep them in the front seat in case anything happens that you have to leave your car behind. Like for instance, what happened up in New York a couple of weeks ago, I believe, and they had that snowstorm, and a lot of people got caught, were stranded in the highway. If some of them would have had something like this, they probably would have made their lives a lot more comfortable having the supplies they have in some of these get home bags. Then I have these guys right here. These are empty. I haven't filled them up yet. And this is one of my favorite ones right here. This is a Columbia. This is a solid canvas. So I'll touch on these in a few minutes. And all this stuff I have here fits inside here. Another all this stuff in here is another first aid kit. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Okay, so all this stuff I have right here on this table came out of this bag right here. All that was packed inside here, and I still have room to put half the stuff like this inside this bag here. So another thing I want to point out right here, this bandana right here. Probably 1,000 ways you can use this. The main one is to filter water. You can use that as a tourniquet. You can use it filter water or something like that. But it's always good to have a bandana. I also have also you want to have a utility knife. It's like a Leatherman, but it's a multi-tool type of knife. Here in this bag I have some light first aid stuff. Sorry about the camera work. I have some floss in here. I got my toothbrush around here somewhere. But you have some Band-Aids and you have deodorant. Here I have a flask. If you want to have, bring a drink with you, man. You know, you can have bring some cognac with you, some Bacardi or something, or some whiskey or something. That stuff will keep you warm when you're out in the cold. Doesn't mean you're a drunk or anything like that. Although I do know some who might use them. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. Here I got some rubber bands that you can use to tie down. I can use it to tie down some things. I have a hatchet right here, and I have a small little knife here. I sharpen all these down here. And then you have one of these, I forgot the name of it. I'm having brain farts today. You have some paracord right here to tie things down. This right here is, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, you use it, you tie it around a wound, and you tighten it, stop the bleeding. A big 55-gallon thick millimeter garbage bag. I have some fishing equipment here. This is a fishing pin. I don't know if you heard about them, but I got some lures in there. I also have my collapsible fishing rod here. Some utility gloves to work when you're out in the field. Another flashlight. Another stainless steel container that you can store water in. Like I mentioned earlier, the survival radio that runs on solar. You can crank it. You can crank it for about a minute, and you can probably get about 20 minutes of music or flashlight. But it's good to in case you need to hear the news and hear about what's going on. This bag right here has some duct tape, a big lighter, and all these cotton swabs are dipped in Vaseline, and they're great for fire starting. You can start fire when you're on the road. I have some markers there in case you need to write something down with a pad like this right here. I got more lighters over here, more safety markers, like magnifying glass that you can use to start a fire or burn ants like I used to do when I was a kid. You got a couple of knives here. This is a Sheffield, I think this is a 12-inch. Then I have a machete right here. This is good for cutting down foliage. I have this camouflage tarp that I picked up from Harbor Freight. I think it was like $4 or $5 on sale. And there's a number of things you can do with that. You can cover up, use it as a shelter. You tie it up with these paracords right here, and then you clamp it down with this right here. Here I got some more creams, anti-itch, anti-burn gel, Vaseline, some sanitation spray, some calamine. This I know this one here is exaggerated. I'm gonna get a smaller one, but that's all I have for right now. That's just to keep your skin dry, keep it hydrated. You have some Neosporin here in case you get cut or something like that. You have some polarized glasses that allow you to see through the water. You know, it cuts out the glare from the sun. And this is probably the most important one, the most important thing that I have in the bag, and this is called Live Straw. Right? This will filter out all the this can service. You can get about 100, I think it's 50,000 gallons of water out of this guy right here. It'll filter out. I don't know the specs. You know, the specs are right there. You can do a research on this. Go on YouTube and you can read more about it. They have 2 different sizes. And there's another brand called Sawyer, which I'm gonna get. It's a smaller one that I'm gonna get to use on the smaller bags I have there. I have some more first aid kit, another bandana here. Obviously, I have the mosquito spray. I have a couple of ankle braces here, shoulder braces, some ibuprofen, gauze pads here in case you get cut. I have a little rocket stove here that I made. I'm gonna do a video showing how I made this. I made this out of a soda can, cut it in half, put it in there, then I poked a bunch of little holes in it, and you throw some either some heat, which is that alcohol they use to put inside the gas tank to evaporate the water, or you can just use regular alcohol, throw it in there, and it'll burn for about 10 minutes or 12 minutes. It's enough to warm up some water. You can get some hot food in, you make a coffee. And I have another tactical knife here, and this guy right here, I swear I can't remember the name of this right now. I have a major brain fart. But you scrape this together and you throw sparks out and you could start a fire with it. Another strap here that'll help you. You can go up. This is another video. I'm gonna do something on this. If you feel you need to bug out in the woods or camp out somewhere and you want to get off the ground, you can strap this up to the tree, lift it up in the air, and put up off the ground whatever it is you're trying to protect from the water, from the rain or mud, or even yourself. If you feel you need to go up in the tree to keep yourself from being attacked from an animal or something like that, you can strap this around the tree and strap yourself to it. You know, so you're gonna look awkward, but I think I have another one. But you can get off the ground with stuff like this. This is what I used to hold on my hammocks. And then like I said, I got more paracord here. I got these little guys right here. These are important too, because you can get ticks off of you. You can get a splinter off of you. And this guy right here is another important tool. This is a plastic mirror. I drilled a hole in it, and what this does, it'll allow you to peek through the hole while you're so you can see what you're signaling at. Like if you see some people walking in the distance, or you see a plane, you can see exactly where you're pointing the mirror to. That way you can get someone else's attention. Like I said, then you have a compass right here. This is another important tool. They have a compass to see where you're going. There's another one right here. Is another compass. Then you have a whistle right here. Believe it or not, this can come in handy too. You can whistle. People can hear you from far away. If you get lost in the woods, you're hiking or something like that. That's another good reason to have stuff like this, because you never know where you're gonna wind up at. I'm always traveling. I'm on the road a lot, so I always bring these bug out bags with me. Little get home bags. Another thing too to pack is these protein bars. These are Cliff Bars and these are Nature Valley. These taste horrible, but they work. They really do fill you up. And I usually have about 10 inside my bag here. So again, this is just what I have. I'm gonna add some more stuff to this, and I'm gonna take away a couple of things. See, like stuff like this, I'm gonna take away. I'm gonna get some newer toothbrushes, and you know, just revamp it. You know, take it up another notch. Maybe add some more flashlights to it. Oh, another thing too is this guy right here. This is a shovel. This collapses. You can open it up and have a shovel. You could dig out a little trench or something, or if you need to make a pit for start a little campfire. You can do stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna put this stuff away, and I'll show you what I have in the other get home bags that I have. So on this part right here, I was gonna show you what I have in these bags right here. Well, these two, this guy and this guy right here, I have them full. These are empty, but these two right here are pretty much the same thing I have inside this bag right here. So I'm not even gonna bother showing them, but you know, I have some protein bars in here. I also have some of these space blankets. I forgot to show you that. I got a ton of these hanging around. These are real good. You wrap them around you to preserve the heat, keep the heat inside. Those are good for the for those people that were stranded up in upstate New York, I believe it was. That was stranded in the highway during that snowstorm. They would have definitely benefited from one of these blankets. And this right here, these get home bags. Like I said, you get stranded in your vehicle during a snowstorm. This can save your life. Always, excuse me. Always have when I'm traveling, I always carry a pack of water, leave it in the car next to me, you know, seat next to me on the floor, or at least a gallon of water, and or a protein drink, you know, like a Gatorade or something like that. So I'm gonna fill up these 3 bags maybe this week or something like that. I'm definitely gonna fill up this guy here. That's one of my favorite bags there. I might fill up these 2 right here and give them to my my son and my daughter. But like I mentioned before, you know, it's imperative that we be prepared for a natural disaster, for civil breakdown. Have a couple of these bags laying around. Like I said, you can pick them up on Amazon for about 20 bucks or so. I think I got that one. I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that. But you can get this at the flea market for about 7 bucks a piece. Stuff like this. This is another cool bag here. It's the Columbia bag. This is brand new. I haven't even used it yet. But this I paid pretty penny for it. You can pick this one up for around 10 bucks or so. This is the same bag as this, and you can fill them up. And this is a sling pack that you can just throw around your waist. I mean, around your neck while you're traveling. So it behooves us all to be prepared for stuff like this. And I hope this helps somebody out. Doesn't take much. You just go down to your local you know, dollar store or flea market and pick up some supplies and tools and build yourself a bug out bag in case of an event, in case something happens. You're prepared. Like I said, it has nothing to do with paranoia, but it's, you know, it's all about being prepared, because you never know what's gonna happen. In this part of the woods where I'm at, this neck of the woods, we're always having power outages. Power always goes out. This is another thing too. You can build a power bank, a battery bank. This is a whole different video for that. But you know, you never know what's gonna happen. This is Florida. We always get hurricanes here. When it's not a hurricane, it's a tornado. You know, sometimes trucks won't be able to deliver food. You deliver your goods, your needs, your medication. That's another thing too. Stock up on as much medication as you can. So I hope this helps someone out. Like I said, it doesn't take much to do. Under 50 bucks, 40 bucks, even 30 bucks, you can build yourself a bug out bag, a survival backpack or something like that to help you and your family. And if you could build one for each member in your family, even better. All right, my friends, have a good one.